Hello. Welcome to the Thursday show. I hope you're all well. Let me just get settled in here. Make sure everything's working right. Everything seems to be good tonight. I don't think there's any issues with the microphone. If there is, please let me know. And yeah. So, let's see. If you want to ask me anything tonight, any questions, want to talk about something that's been going on in the channel, or maybe something that's been going on for you personally, feel free to ask or talk about it. That's what this live show is all about. You know, it's a way we can interact with each other, but also it's a way we can we can just learn about what's going on in the world. So I did a show. The last show I did was on Tuesday, and the Tuesday show went okay. I'm trying to decide what are the best days to go live. You know, it always depends when people can actually come and actually watch the show. But I kind of prefer like Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, kind of what I've been doing mainly, and then every Sunday, because I have a live show every Sunday, because I have a channel support. And so every Sunday, everyone who's joined the channel support, we do the Sunday show together. Hello, Charles. Nice to see you. I'm just settling in. I've been changing times all day today. So yeah, good evening. And how was my day? Yeah, it's been good. I don't know. It seemed to go very fast. You know, I kind of like, I don't know, like, getting ready for the show today, it just seemed to come on me very quickly. So I was like, oh, I better just pull the show back an hour. I thought, okay, I'll go on at 8 instead of 7, because it's probably going to be too early to come on at 7 p.m. But actually, I was ready by 7, so I just thought, you know what, I'll just get on here ASAP. So, but thank you for being here, Charles. Let's see how tonight goes. If you've got any questions and if you want to ask, feel free to ask me. Yeah, so like I was saying before, I'm just trying to decide what the best days to do these shows. It's kind of an organic thing, really. It's just, you got to see when people, what's good for everybody else, because obviously when you do a live show, you want to make sure that it's the best time for people to watch, or otherwise it's like everybody's either watching later on or they just missed the show. Hi, Jesse. Nice to see you here today. Yes, good evening. I hope you're well. Okay. So So you never really know. It's kind of like everything. I mean, everything with my doing YouTube and stuff is just kind of organic. I let things just kind of happen, throughout the week by week, shall I say? Anyway, get focused. Always the first hour, I'm just kind of like settling in, just trying to find my way. And then once we get into, I think after we get out like the first 20, 30 minutes, then I'm kind of in. But it's just like, if you ever do any of these kind of live shows, it's like you're going from like doing straight in, and then all of a sudden, I always need the first hour or so just to get started. But anyway, yeah. So I'm still trying to decide. I mean, like last week, I did a show every night. I did like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I thought, you know what? I'll do every night, and I'll see which nights do well. And I did it, and it was like, I think it was last Thursday. Last Thursday was quite. I'm not sure if it was like kind of a small turnout. So I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do Thursday nights. But here I am doing Thursday. So who knows? You never know, really. But I can say definitely the Sunday shows. To say that they're private and they're just for channel supporters, but they get quite busy. They get quite busy, quite active. So they're definitely probably the best show of the week, really. It is the Sunday show. But if you want to access the Sunday show, I might as well start telling you, because this might be your first time watching this video, these live shows, and you'll be going, what's she talking about? So basically, let me explain a few things. Well, let's start with the channel support. Might as well tell you about this. So on this channel, we have a community, and the way we've built the community up is we've created a thing called channel support. Basically, it helps the channel, because let me be honest with you, YouTube is not the best to work full time on. It doesn't. Yes, you can monetize your videos, but you don't make that much from it. So the best way to kind of make it so you can keep making videos and having a channel going, I basically ask people, hey, can you join the channel support? So if you're watching this and you're thinking like, well, yeah, I'd like to support the channel, Rachel, and it's like, well, you can do. Basically £1 a month. That's all it is. £1 a month. And you can support the channel. Basically, you can go to. Let me see if I can put the link in. I mean, it's below this video. I have the link below this video, but I'll put it in the chat. Just give me 1 minute. Let me put it into the chat, because it's quite easy if we do everything in the chat box here at the side. So yeah, so basically I've got this thing called channel support, and when I was creating it, I was like, okay, I'm going to do channel support. But I thought, I don't want to just say to people, hey, can you support the channel? It's £1 a month. I was like, how about if you support the channel, I will do one live show just for you guys. And that was the first thing that kind of I decided to do, and I really enjoyed doing it as well. So that's what I do. So basically every Sunday we have a private show, and that's just for channel supporters. And then we have a Discord as well, which I'll show you. I want to talk about the Discord tonight anyway. I have a Discord, and then I said, well, look, why not just create a private section for the channel supporters? They're supporting the channel. Let's have an area just that they can access and other people can't access. So I did that, and there you go. I got the Discord and the live show every Sunday, and then we just started to build up a community that way. So if you're interested in that, I really would say, hey, consider joining. Bear with me one, because I'm trying to find this link. I should just have the links already on the video, really, but they're all underneath the video. But I like to put stuff in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna get it now. Once I get the link, here we go. But yeah, if you're watching this and you're like, I'd like to support the channel, this is the best way to do it. Here we go. That took forever to get that link. So I'm just gonna pop that now in the in the chat box. Should be in the chat box now. So if you can see that, yeah, if you click on that link, it'll take you to the channel support, and you'll be able to support the channel. Like I said, it's just £1 a month. And if you do it while this video is live, here's the next thing I've got to tell you about. So I think you can see on the video here, I have a donation section here. So basically every show, if we get enough donations, if we get up to £25 donations in a show, I normally share a secret with you about my life. Something I wouldn't tell people normally, but if we hit £25, I will tell. So if you became a channel supporter now, that would be £1, and that would go straight onto the donation bar. So, for example, if we got 25 new channel supporters while this show was live, we would hit the goal. So it's that easy to do. Now, that's the channel support if you want to support the channel that way. But if you're just like, no, I just want to send a donation, well, what you need to do for that one is probably if you look at the chat box, you should see in the chat box. Normally, I like to pin it to the top, which is the donation chat. It's called just says channel donation, and you can do that. There's two options you can actually do. You can do the one that I've put in the chat box, which is buy me a coffee, which I'm going to just put in there now. Which just put in the chat box now. Buy me a coffee. You can go there. You can donate anything you'd like. It doesn't even. I think you can donate like 50 pence or something like that in the UK. It's it's whatever you want, really. But you imagine, obviously, if everyone donated 50p tonight, we'd probably hit the goal. But yeah, that's if you just want to support the channel, just want to say thank you, for making the videos. There you go. So this is buy me a coffee, but you can also do it via super chats on YouTube as well. So it's fine, whichever you prefer. But buy me a coffee is a better option if you want to send it directly to me. And then finally, I was going to say every donation that we get tonight, we end up spinning the wheel. So we have a wheel that we spin. Let me share that with you as well and show you that. So it's not like, see, any donation, anything that happens on this show, I'm just very conscious that I like to give something back. I don't like to say to someone, hey, let's do let's do a donation or something like that. I always say, like, look, if you're going to give me a donation, then what I'd like to do is give you something back for that donation. So I never do anything without giving something in return. So what I do in return is basically we watch videos on this show, and yeah, here it is. This is spin the wheel. So what would happen is if you were to donate, let's say 50 pence, okay, I'd spin the wheel. So there's always something. You always get something in this show. I'm not one of these that doesn't give something back. I always give something back. And tonight I'm here. I mean, it could be, who knows how long the show could last for? We could do a show for like 1 hour. I'd only do 1 hour if there was no one here. But if it gets busy and people start like, yeah, let's get involved, let's do something, could last 3 hours, could go longer. You never know. So yeah, I think that's the introduction, really just explaining how the show works. You may notice as well, there's a lot of Halloween stuff going on my channel at the moment. You might notice that the thumbnail is very Halloween themed. Here we go. Halloween themed thumbnail. Well, yeah, this month I just kind of got really into the idea of just like celebrating Halloween, doing something for Halloween. And so basically every time I do a live show this month, every night of October, I'm doing like a little Halloween-y video. I'll cover a video on Halloween or something like that. Okay, it's not like full Halloween, but I just cover a video. And basically, at the end of the month, my plan is to do a full like Halloween video, which is I'm going to do lots of different Halloween videos. I'm going to do like a Halloween special at the end of the month. So, I mean, if that's something you're interested in, keep watching, and then you'll get to see, well, you get to see all that. Okay, so I can see the chat's quiet tonight, but normally is in the first. Well, I don't know. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's busy. You never know. Like recently, I don't know. The first hour's always been really quiet. I don't know if it's because everybody thinks I'm coming on later, but it's a nightmare because the first hour is like I just like to chill. I prefer to talk. But you see, everyone comes in like comes in the chat in about an hour's time. By then, I want to start doing videos. We could start video. Which I might end up doing, because otherwise I'm gonna have to tell it. Whenever it gets in the show later on, I'm gonna have to tell them all about what we're doing and everything again. So like go over old ground. Okay. Well, what we'll do is we'll watch a video. We'll see what happens. See if it gets a bit busier. If you're watching this and you're not a subscriber, subscribe, because you can't contact me. You can't chat without being a subscriber. You need to subscribe to the channel. Okay. All right then. So what I'm gonna do is I think. We got a quiet chat tonight, so what we'll do is we'll go to spin the wheel. The first one's on me, and then once we get into the show, we'll see how things go in the next half an hour to an hour. See if it gets a bit busier. Okay. All right. Let's see. Well, let's spin the wheel. Let's see what happens. Okay, Elon Musk's transgender daughter. Well, we did a video on this before. We did cover a video before on Elon Musk's daughter, but I don't know. I ended up putting another video in the collection here, so we might as well check it out. Bear with me 1 minute. It's gonna play something here. Okay. So I will get this video. And we can watch a bit of this, have a little bit of chat about this, and then see where we are after this video. See if some more people come into the chat. And if not, well, we'll just watch a few videos and see what happens tonight. Okay. Now, I did cover a video before on Vivian. She's called Vivian. But it's fine, we can cover some more videos on the Musk's transgender daughter. Okay. Let's share the screen for you so you can all see what I'm seeing. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna watch a video, and I will stop and start, talk a little bit about it, and then let's see if anyone else comes into the chat who wants to talk about it. Oh, by the way, I better just turn the music down, because even though this music is pretty fine at the beginning, it ain't so good when you've got a video going on. Okay, let's watch a little bit of this video, and then I will chat with you about it.
Elon Musk's trans daughter, Vivian Jenna Wilson, claims he uses sex-selective IVF to ensure his children are male. Taking to Threads on Sunday, the 9th of March, the 20-year-old wrote, "My assigned sex at birth was a commodity that was bought and paid for. So when I..."
Well, that's a shock to even get straight into it. I never knew that. So that's quite a big thing just to start off, So Elon Musk's daughter, she said that that he pays for when the child is to be selected as male, to have a male child. That's really interesting as well, and the fact that she's transgender as well could be, maybe she was always supposed to be female. Do you know what I mean? But so all his other children are male? Because I didn't know this. That's kind of like a shock just to come straight into. It's like, what? Okay, let's hear some more.
"I was feminine as a child and then turned out to be transgender. I was going against the product that was sold." She added, "That expectation of masculinity that I had to rebel against all my life was a monetary transaction." It's believed that Elon Musk currently has around 14 children, of which only 4 are known to be female, including...
Okay, so he has four female children, I'm guessing. So, but most of them are male. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, she's saying this. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Do you know what I mean with Elon Musk? But I mean, we don't know for sure. We only know what Vivian's saying. But that's kind of like a shock straight away to see something like that. It's like, whoa, really? I mean, but I wouldn't put it past him. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put it past him because he seems like I don't know, something insecure. He's got an insecure side, hasn't he? Let's be honest with you.
Vivian Jenna Wilson, his trans daughter, whose mother is author Justine Wilson. His other female children are Azure and Arcadia, whose mother is Siobhan Zillis, an Exodark sidereal, who he shares with the musician Grimes. In 2021, Forbes described the Tesla CEO of taking an engineering approach to reproduction, noting that his first 5 children, including Vivian Jenna Wilson, came into this world via IVF. The article speculated this approach.
So he may have done it. I mean, who knows? We don't know, do we? But I mean, I thought this was just going to be about his daughter again. I was going to kind of think like, well, kind of did cover it before, but this is like a new avenue that I've never heard about. But yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe he did it originally. I mean, how do you feel about this out there? I mean, do you feel like would you choose the gender or sex of your child? What would you do? How would you what would you be your choice with this? I mean, yes, you may prefer to have girls or maybe prefer to have boys, but would you do this? Would you do like so you could select the sex of your child? Would you do that?
Raises many ethical questions, including, were his first babies selected to be male at the pre-implantation stage, adding that sex selection is illegal in many countries. Elon Musk has publicly slammed his daughter's decision to transition to female.
But here's another thing, like, when you're rich, it might be illegal, but let's be honest with you, when you're rich, it doesn't matter, does it? It's just different rules for some. That's just the reality of wealth. Even if it is illegal to choose the gender, the sex of your child, whatever, you can't. You might be able to do it in America or the UK or whatever, but you can if you've got money.
In July 2024, Musk spoke to right-wing commentator Jordan Peterson for the Daily Wire, where he said his daughter, who no longer speaks to him, had been
killed by the woke mind virus. My son is dead.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, I when I heard that, I thought that to me was like the most like evilest thing I'd ever heard. When I heard that he said that like this woke mind virus that killed his, he said his son, but killed his daughter. I mean, I think that I don't think you get more evil than that, and I don't know why people follow this man. Because it's not a good example. Can you imagine if you've got kids and you go like, oh yeah, I follow Musk? It's like, yeah, but so you're saying if one of your kids like was trans, then you'd do the same as Musk? I mean, and is there parents out there that do follow Musk, and then one day their child's like, mom, dad, I'm trans, and then do they go, well, Elon Musk said that was like the woke mind virus, I have to get rid of you now? Is that possible? Is that what you would do? I just think it's terrible what he did.
Trans daughter has hit back against her father over claims he made during an interview with right-wing commentator Jordan Peterson. Misgendering her throughout, Musk said,
I was essentially tricked into signing documents for one of my older boys. I lost my son, essentially. The reason it's called dead naming is because your son is dead.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I mean, I don't know what he thinks in his head, because, I mean, I know he's got a lot of children and stuff, but it's like, I mean, I just don't, how you could do that, how you could have a child and you could do that. I don't know what, to me, I just don't really have any words for it, because I just don't know how to understand it. To me, it's like, I can't understand how someone could have a child and could just like abandon him like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm pretty sure Vivian herself, she doesn't want what to do with him either. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, the feeling's mutual. They don't like each other, obviously. But I feel like Vivian's is because that he's already dismissed her. So why would she give a damn about him? But the thing is, why would you have all these children? Like, obviously, he had 16 children and not love them, I just can't understand it. But, maybe it's just me, because I wouldn't do that. But he's managed to do that. It just doesn't care. Don't care.
Follow-up tweet to the interview, Musk wrote that Vivienne was born gay and slightly autistic. He added that when she was 4 years old, she had a love of musicals and theatre, and she would pick out clothes for him to wear like a jacket and tell him it was fabulous. He finished the tweet by saying that Vivienne was not a girl. In
So yeah, but here's the thing, right? So Vivienne has always presented. I mean, when she was presenting male, she was presenting very effeminate, and what we would class, I say, stereotypically effeminate. I'm not saying that gay men are effeminate or anything like that, but what we class in our society as more feminine traits. And then, you know, he understood it as, okay, she's gay, and then obviously then she's like, no, I'm trans. Like, she's come out, I'm trans, and that's when he was like, okay, I can accept you as gay because you're still to me, I want you as a male. But as soon as you say, no, I'm not male, I'm female, that's what he couldn't accept. And it's so funny as well, you know, I don't mean funny, but I mean, it's so crazy, really, that he's got 16 children. Like, if it was like, okay, if this was his only son and his idea was, well, no, I want my son to carry on my legacy, okay? You might understand a little bit of, you know, a bit of resentment, like feeling, oh no, because now I haven't got a son to carry on my name, and I haven't got a son to, you know, shape the way I want them to be. Okay. Not that that's an excuse, but I'm just saying, you know, you might understand, but he's got 16 children. It's like, you know, if he's wanting one of them to like be the next Elon Musk, that's not a problem. And anyway, she could have been the next Elon Musk, couldn't she? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter that she's female, you know, but I'm just saying that he obviously feels that men are superior. I think I get that feeling anyway about him. He feels that men are superior, but I don't know. I mean, she needs lots of support, because the reason she needs support is because we should be supporting her, because we should be saying, yeah, Musk's an idiot, and this woman, we should be saying, okay, we got to show how, you know, when you show love to someone, how well they can do, you know. So I mean, I'm totally behind Vivienne, me, and I that's why I think people just got to stay away from X, got to leave X alone. You know, don't be buying Tesla cars. Anything he's involved with, should just boycott it. Don't use it.
response, 20-year-old Vivienne Wilson, who no longer speaks to her father, published a series of posts on X's rival platform Threads, which is owned by Meta. She wrote, "Last time I checked, I am indeed not dead."
So she uses Threads. I don't know about anybody out there. You have to let me know. Does anybody out there use Threads? I've never used it. I've started to use Blue Sky, because I think Blue Sky is pretty useful, but I don't really use Threads. And well, I don't use Threads because I tried to use it, and then I don't know, I went on it and I just didn't understand what was going on with my platform when I went on it, so I just abandoned it. And be honest, until they just mentioned it now, I've forgotten about it. But I use, like I say, I use that Blue Sky, and I think Blue Sky feels very much like what Twitter was. It's a little bit empty because there isn't as many people on there, and that's a shame. Because I think if a lot of people who, you know, who spend all their time on X, it actually moved over to Blue Sky, it could be quite a really good place. And I think we would lose a lot of this negativity. Of course, you're going to have all the people that are like open-minded, progressive, obviously pro-trans, are probably going to go more over to Blue Sky. I'm not saying everyone who goes on Blue Sky is pro-trans, but you're going to get more of that on there. And then you're going to get all the anti-trans mob, the ones that kind of want to go back to this magical world that they believe that, back in the 1960s or 1950s, where you could be racist and you could be nasty to migrants and gay people, would stay on X, wouldn't they? So you'd have your choice. You can either go to X and have that kind of world where you just hate on everybody, or you could go over to Blue Sky and be like more open-minded. I've moved to Blue Sky, but I'll be honest with you, the difficulty I found with Blue Sky is just, it's a little bit quiet. I feel it's a bit quiet, but when I go on X, I just feel sick. So, I still prefer Blue Sky. I prefer Blue Sky. I don't want to be sick when I go on want to try and look at some videos or something like that, go look at what's going on in the world.
Response to her father's post on X, she added, "This is entirely fake. None of this ever happened, ever. I don't even know where he got this from. I did not have a love of musicals and theatre when I was 4, because, I was f***ing 4. I never picked out jackets for him to wear, and I was most certainly not calling them fabulous." She closed the thread by
So she never said that. So this is why it's like me commenting on it, going like whatever, but it's like she's even saying that I didn't do that. I didn't do that. So she won't even like that. So it looks like Vivian. I mean, obviously, yeah, get the information from the person. It's good that Vivian, is using threads to kind of tell her story, because you see Elon has this kind of massive reach because he has X.
by writing, "I'm legally recognised as a woman in the state of California, and I don't concern myself with the opinions of those who are below me." Obviously, Elon can't say the same because he's desperate for attention and validation. Go touch some grass. The musician.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that, and I kind of confused by it, but I mean, it is kind of something you do see sometimes in like celebrities and wealthy people, where even though they're, I mean, like you think about it, if you were as wealthy as Elon Musk, what would you be doing with your life? Would you be tweeting? Would you be trying to get attention? I mean, I can tell you right now, if I had even a quarter, well, maybe not even a quarter, you'd be mega rich. But if you had like just a little bit of what he has, let's say 10% of his wealth, right? Which you'd be very wealthy. Let me put it that way, because I know he's like close to being a trillionaire. I mean, you could just basically just relax. Like you wouldn't. When I say relax, what I mean is like you could just go where you want, do what you want, and you'd have all this freedom. Now you might say, well, yeah, that might get boring after a while. It's like, well, I mean, you try and make it not boring in the sense, travel, maybe do a hobby of something you're interested in. You could, I don't know, if it's like you want to learn language, or maybe you want to like go cooking, or maybe like food. You say, well, I might open a little restaurant. It doesn't matter if it doesn't make a profit. I'm a billionaire. You know what I mean? I mean, Elon Musk could open, could open a chain of restaurants. Won't even make a dent on his wealth. But to think you got all that money and you think, well, what am I going to do with that? Well, I'm going to go and tweet all the time. I mean, I might show later on today. I might cover a video later on. Well, I might cover something on X later on. And the fact that he just tweets all the time. Now, I'm sure he can't be tweeting himself. He must have someone does it for him, because it would take a lot of time. Surely he isn't just sat in front of a computer all day just tweeting. I mean, because that would be even more sad. I mean, I think it's sad already, but I'm thinking, yeah, he's probably got someone who does it for him, But anyway, if he does it himself, that's really sad.
Grimes, who dated Elon Musk for several years, voiced her support to Vivian. Pink News has reached out to Elon Musk representatives for comment.
I look pretty good for a dead.
Vivian Wilson has called out her father for his political stance whilst appearing on left-wing political commentator Hassan Piker's YouTube livestream.
What was the transition for your dad, going from like somewhat of a liberal darling? I was never a fan, for the record, because he's a billionaire.
I know him. He was never on the left.
The 20-year-old transgender activist then went on to say,
so he never had left-leaning, because so that Hassan said that he was like he had left-leaning politics before. It's like she's saying like no, he's never had left-leaning politics. So he's always been more firmly on the right.
this about her multi-billionaire father.
Wow, it turns out if you lie and people believe it, people will think you're smart or God or Tony Stark. He doesn't engineer anything.
Then Vivian continued taking a shot at Tesla and space.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've seen a few things about what he's done. He's very like lucky about his wealth. He kind of the thing about Elon Musk. I mean, I'll have to get a video. Well, maybe if you want to cover Elon Musk. But I mean, what I know about him, he didn't just make his wealth. He kind of was very fortunate. He had money already. His family had money, and he had investments. But he seemed to just step in and just kind of got the traction from the business as it was. You know, he put money in because he had the money to start, and then the business grew, and he benefited from that. And a lot of time, the people, they don't want him in the business. They want to get rid of him. I even hear now that Tesla want to get rid of Musk, but they would have to pay, and it's quite a lot of money to get rid of him, and it would make him a trillionaire if they paid him out, if they got rid of him. So he's more like, because he's got wealth, he kind of grabs all the businesses. The businesses are successful, but not really because of him. His money's invested in it, but it's not really him. It's the people in the business, and then they kind of don't want him around because he's not, he's not really doing what they want to do. I mean, like that's why I heard about PayPal. I knew he was involved in PayPal, but he kind of put money into PayPal, and then it grew, and they didn't want him. They wanted him out, and they had to pay his for him when he left. So he's not. People don't really like him being on there. One moment. Oh, hello, Kirsty. Nice to see you here tonight. Musk could piss off to Mars. Probably. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to cover some more videos later on. I mean, yeah. No, it would be good if he went to Mars. It's a shame he don't do that, isn't it? Yeah. If he said like, oh, I'm going to go to Mars and I'm going to actually go on the ship and I'm going to go live there, I'd be like, oh, okay. He edged out the founders of Tesla in quitting a disgusting way. Yeah, well, yeah, I heard all these things about him. Like, he kind of, grabs hold of these companies, and then he's kind of, what is it? Albert and Sapperin were the founders of Tesla, right? Yeah, that's what I mean. He gets all this kind of credit for Tesla and stuff, but really, he just latched on, didn't he? He just latched on. He's not. It's money. He's got money, and he can invest money. So that's how he's done it. And don't get me wrong. There's a lot of business people that have done that in time. A lot of these successful business people they've come along and they've invested money in things and made a lot of money from the businesses they've done. And they get people say, oh, well, yeah, good. But the thing is, he sounds like he's not really a businessman. Really, he's good at investing money. He's got money and he can do a lot of stuff. But he's been so fortunate that he's just managed to go from one business to another business to another business, and every time the business has grown while he's been there, and then they don't want him there. They want to get rid of him. The rest of the company, they don't like. We don't want Musk here anymore. He's annoying. He's not good for the company. But they have to pay him to get to leave, and then he's even got even more money then. So yeah, it's not great. But anyway, I mean, look how he's treated, his daughter. It's ridiculous.
SpaceX's Mars colonization program.
It's not a car company. It's a Ponzi scheme. Oh my God, not colonizing Mars. That's not happening, people. It's a marketing scheme.
Well, yeah, no, I agree with that as well. I agree with what she's saying. Yeah, a lot of what he does, he just says these things, and the thing is, like, a lot of people believe it. That's the thing. That's what the crazy thing is about all this. He does all these things, and people are like, oh yeah, oh, like she said, it's just a Ponzi scheme. You get them to invest, and he's making money from that as well.
You know how long it would take to colonize Mars? You know how long it would take to terraform that thing? It's a marketing scheme.
Consistently using her platform for transgender representation.
Well, at least she's calling him out. I mean, she's gonna know. She actually, does know him. So I mean, she's gonna know what kind of lies that he tells.
Vivian recently clapped back at a troll asking if they were transgender or not. This response was a reference to a viral video made by a creator called Lexi, answering questions about her sexuality. Vivian keeps being a fearless transgender trailblazer.
Vivian Wilson has opened up about her father's reaction to her coming out as trans. In a new tell-all interview with Teen Vogue published on Thursday, the 20th of March, the 20-year-old reflected on coming out as trans in 2020. She said, there was one night, it was 11 p.m., and I was like, I know for a fact I am trans. I had known for a few months at that point, and I was like, I cannot fucking do this anymore. I was constantly having mental breakdowns in the middle of class. I could not get through days. I didn't want to wake up. I didn't want to do anything. Vivian first came out.
Yeah, I mean, I think I said this in an earlier video because we did cover. I mean, I don't know if this is actually the same one now because it looks like they're playing clips from the videos they've made of Vivian. But yeah, this was the one that I kind of said. Yeah, I had the same kind of thing. I kind of looked in the mirror and said the same thing. For me, I couldn't take it anymore. I needed to be myself. Kirsty, playback is too fast. Babbling. Oh, you want it slower? I could slow it down. I do it because otherwise we could be on this for half an hour sometimes because obviously it's like an 8-minute video. So, I mean, I'll slow it down. But what'll happen is they just means we'll be on it longer, but it's okay. I mean, I can slow it down.
On Instagram, which she now says she regrets, as she hadn't told her mom yet. As for her parents' reaction to her coming out.
Yeah, I did cover this video before. Let me skip to it because I did cover this one before. So yeah, so she basically just about coming out. What's this here? So she's saying about Trump and that lot.
November 6th, Wilson took to Threads to write, I thought this for a while, but yesterday confirmed it for me. I don't see my future being in the United States, even if he's only in office for 4 years. Even if the anti-trans regulations magically don't happen, the people who willingly voted this in are not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I understand what she's saying. So she's saying that she can't actually see herself. I mean, I don't know what she's doing right now if she is leaving America, but I mean, can't see herself staying in America with all this. Yes, the people have voted all this rubbish in America. Yeah, they are there, and unfortunately, they do follow Trump and they do believe this. They believe the rubbish that are being fed. But so the trans people. The trans people aren't going anywhere either, and I don't know really. Like if you're trans and you leave the country, this is the dilemma. Look, in the UK, we're coming up to the point now where we've got this thing about the next election in a few years' time, and it's looking. Could we end up with a party very similar to Trump? And that type of politics, where trans people just are not accepted in the future of the political system. Could that happen? Will reform do that? Yes. Would the Conservatives do? I mean, not the Conservatives aren't really going to get anything, but would they want that? Yes. And then Labour is now softened on trans rights, so they're not really supportive. So, unless we get more left-leaning parties in such as the Green Party or Liberal Democrats, something like that side, we're not going to have much rights going forward with the political system. But should we leave the country? I mean, that is a question. If we leave, then we leave the ones who can't. Okay, not everybody can leave. That's the first thing. Not everybody can leave. So if we leave, the ones that can. So maybe if you've retired, you say, "Oh, I'm going to go live in Spain," or "I'm going to go live in Thailand." Like myself, could I go live in Thailand? Yes, it's possible that I could go to live in Thailand. It is true, I could. But if I leave, I'm leaving those people who can't leave, and I'm also leaving the people that haven't come out yet. So it's like, do I stay and support them, or can I support them more strongly if I leave, from another country? It's a difficult situation to be in, because if we stay, we stand together. But if it's hard to live in that country, hard to have your rights and stuff, then what do you do? I think Vivian said she's in California. So I think in California right now, yes, you still have most of those rights, I presume. I don't know about the passport issue, because I did hear recently that they're changing that with passports and things like that. Obviously, the American viewers here, you'll have to tell me. If you're American, you let me know. Yeah, like Janice, you're American, are you? Hi, nice to see you here tonight, Janice. You have to let us know, because Vivian, Elon Musk's trans daughter, said that she might leave America. Oh yeah, we got that. Sorry, sorry, Kirsty, I got that. Hi again. Hi, Esme. Nice to see you here tonight. Nice to see you. Okay, well, let's watch a little bit more of this video. See what else they said.
The Trump financing billionaire Elon Musk responded by misgendering his daughter and saying the woke mind virus had killed her. But Vivian isn't the only LGBTQ plus person who has vowed to leave the country since Trump's win. Transgender actress and presenter Laverne Cox told Variety that she broke down in tears when it became clear Trump would get a second term. She added that she and her friends are doing research on different cities in Europe and in the Caribbean, because as a public figure with all my privilege, I'm scared. I feel like I could be targeted. Other celebrities, including America Ferrera, Barbara Streisand, and Cher, have expressed similar wishes to leave the U.S.
I mean, I have heard like celebrities saying that they wanted to leave when Trump got in. So I don't know. I know some have kind of lived abroad and stuff, but I don't know if any of them, the ones that they mentioned there, had left. And I don't know, because I know it's state by state in America. It's not just the whole country just follows one system like the UK. I know in the UK, if like Reform get in power and then they say, right, okay, trans people, this is what's going to happen for you guys, then of course it affects everyone in the UK, even if you're like You know, it doesn't matter if you're in London or where I am in Leeds, I'll be affected the same. So it's not like there's like different areas where we can have different rules. It won't be like that. So, you know, I can understand like for British people might think about maybe going to a different country. I think in America, I guess you've got states, so I guess you could move to a different state if you want to try and avoid some things. But I don't blame people for talking about moving abroad. I don't.
Under Trump. But will these celebs actually leave the country? When Donald Trump won the presidential election in 2016, many said they would leave, but didn't. Elon Musk's trans daughter, Vivian Wilson, has responded to accusations that her father made a Nazi salute at Trump's inauguration rally.
Well, I think he did do that, didn't he? I mean, it looked like that. It looked like that. I'm just saying. Trump wants to get rid of us. I totally agree. I mean, he said as much, hasn't he? He doesn't believe trans people exist. He thinks that I mean, I think he just thinks it's a mental illness as far as he's concerned, and the people around him. There's something called the Rainbow Railroad over in the USA, right? So people just move to different states or something like that. Oh, hello, Franny. Yeah, Franny's in America as well. Maybe you can let us know, Franny, about talking about people moving abroad and things like that, trying to avoid Trump's anti-trans laws. Anyway, let's see some more of this video.
While Vivian didn't name Elon directly, she heavily hinted that she was responding to the controversial incident. Taking to Threads, she wrote, "I'm just gonna say, let's call a spade a f***ing spade, especially if there were 2 spades done in succession based on the reaction of the first spade. Vivian, who legally changed her name when she turned 18 and ditched association with her father, has long had a frayed relationship with Elon. In a previous interview, she described him as cold and narcissistic. Elon has also spoken out about his daughter, having this to say when he was asked about her transition.
I lost my son, essentially, killed by the woke mind virus.
After receiving backlash for her original response, Vivian...
Yeah, I mean, I know this is covering, it keeps going over the same things. I mean, but yeah, he said that, didn't he? He did say that, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's a lot of late. Yeah, there is a lot, isn't there, going on right now? Definitely in America. I don't know, for me being British and looking at America, I mean, I understand you've got states, so I know it can be a bit different, but just hearing the things that I hear from like the leadership, you know, from Trump and the people around Trump, and then different states, these like, I guess they're like governors or whatever you call them, but these leaders of each state, and then hearing like these Republican leaders when they say things, just kind of treat trans people as if they're not important, or as if they're just say things like mental illness all the time and stuff like that. It's just evil, really, to hear, really.
Went on to jokingly retract her response regarding Elon's alleged Nazi salute, saying this, "I mean, I have ADHD, and this was clearly just an accident that people happen to interpret to mean something other than just card suits. After all, there's no proof I'm not just talking about card suits." Elon has since addressed the salute.
I mean, it was weird when he did that salute. I mean, all I can say is, I mean, of course, we can't say if he's saying he didn't do that or whatever, but it didn't look good, did it? Let's be honest with you.
Controversy, taking to X to call out the media coverage around it, saying, "Frankly, they need better dirty tricks. The everyone is Hitler attack is so tired."
Yeah, but I mean, unfortunately, you know, he's not really helping his cause, is he? I mean, a lot of what he does doesn't come across like he's, you know, it does come across a bit that way, doesn't it?
He also came after Wikipedia after noticing his wiki page said his gesture was viewed as a Nazi salute, writing, "Since legacy media propaganda is considered a valid source by Wikipedia, it naturally simply becomes an extension of legacy media propaganda." Vivian seemingly references this in her response, writing, "People assuming that I'm not just talking about card suits just goes to show how dishonest people the media can be." But Vivian made sure that users were clear on her sarcasm, with her final post on the matter reading, "For those who can read between the lines, do y'all understand how easy this is to do? Plausible deniability, honey. Just saying."
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah. Well, I mean, he did it, didn't he? And then he denied it, and then he says, "Well, yeah, it's not. He didn't mean to do it, but you know, well, why did you do it then?" The army rejects his orders today. Oh, really? Did they? Oh, well, that's good then. You know. Yeah, well, I'm not a big fan of Trump's politics, and I'm not a big fan. We've got a new subscriber. Who's subscribed? Bill Hicks. Looks like Bill Hicks has subscribed. Oh well, thank you, Bill. Yeah, so no, I'm not a big fan of Trump's politics, and I'm definitely not a big fan of Elon Musk. Absolutely toxic. What is it? X nowadays. Absolutely awful. Twitter. Absolutely, it's not Twitter anymore, is it? Let's be honest with you. You can't, Anyway, well, yeah. Well, thank you everyone for joining. So yes, we're back here on a Thursday night. Yeah. So here we are. So yeah, tonight I just thought I'd just cover that video, but it's the usual thing. If you're new here, you might not know how things are done, but if you are a regular viewer, you'll know how things go in. So yeah, we do spin the wheel. If you want to spin the wheel, like I say, any donation you can send through super chats, or you can send it via buy me a coffee, which the link is in the chat section. I've pinned it to the top of the chat, so you should be able to see it. And you can donate anything. You can donate anything like $1, £1 if you like, and we'll spin the wheel. Also, if you're not a channel supporter, please consider becoming a channel supporter. Like I say, that's even kind of like better, really, because you just like, it's £1 and you got the whole month, and you get 4 shows per month. We've got some more subscribers as well. Getting a few subscribers tonight. Oh wow. So anyway, yeah. Well, the subscribe basically now when we get subscribers, they show up on the show. So you should see those little celebrations. That's like people just joining, like becoming subscribers on the channel. But like I said, yeah, if you become if any of those subscribers become channel supporters, like I said, for just £1, you'll get 4 live shows per month. Because every Sunday we do a show that's just for channel supporters. So I just say please consider that. It really means a lot. In fact, you don't know how much that really means a lot to me, because if you join that, you get lots back, but also you get access to the live shows every Sunday, and you get access to the private Discord as well. So so consider doing it. I think I put the link in there before, but I might put it in again. Let me just do this first, and then I'll send you guys some, talk to you in the comments. Let me just pop this here. Well, I'll tell you what I will join. Actually, will show, because I think this is important. Yes, let me just tell you all about one other thing. I'm going to talk about this later on as well tonight. We have a Discord. Now, I just said that you can actually have access to the private Discord if you're a channel supporter, but it's free. It's just free. We have a Discord, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it tonight. In fact, I will talk about it very soon, because there's a lot going on there, and I want to tell you what's happening, because it's really good, because it's not just me that posts there. Loads of different people post there, and you can just get loads of information and everything. So I really want people to like consider joining. So I just put the link for the Discord in the chat section, but it's also underneath this video. Please consider joining that. And if you are a channel supporter and you haven't joined the Discord, please join the Discord. We're getting a lot of new subscribers tonight. It's a lot of subscribers join the channel. Well, thank you all for subscribing. That means a lot. Now become a channel supporter. Wow, there's actually a lot tonight. And now please consider becoming a channel supporter, because if you become a channel supporter, you'll get access to all these other things. And anyway, go check the Discord out. Come on, do that. Let me have a look at these messages, because I do like to talk with everybody in the chat. Okay, so Kirsty, thankfully we have Joel of the Good Law Project. Okay. Well, I want to talk about that tonight, because I did see, Kirsty, thank you for putting all the links in the Discord. I found them very useful. I think other people have found them very useful by what I've been reading. And I think, yeah, there's some really good petitions. I'll just let you know that I've signed them all as well, the ones you've put in, because I really think they're really useful. I think they're really good. And I hope that we, more people sign them. In fact, I'm going to try and share some during this show tonight. So anyway, The Good Lord Project over here fighting for us. Yes, he's a real ally. The problem we have is cable in Westminster and them twisting in Truffle Street. Okay. So, well, look, all I can say is, anything you've got, Kirsty, please keep doing what you're doing with the Discord. It really means a lot to me, actually, because that's why I wanted the Discord for people to chat, to talk about things. Because I know people talk about things there, and I do want that as well. But I also like things like this because it brings information not just for myself, but it brings information for other people. And I feel like the petitions you put there, I hope that most people on the Discord are signing them, because it's just really a good thing that we need to be doing. We need to be supporting, trans people and not just trans. It's not just trans stuff in there, is it? But I mean, we need to have that support. Okay, Esme, thank you. I'm going to look at my video on the live video because I can't see the flag through the system I use. Let me see what you've put there. Oh, right. Yes. Nice. Thank you, Esme. Yeah, because on my on the platform I use a platform called StreamYard, and it doesn't, when you put flags, I can't see them. But I can see them when I go to the main page. But thanks for that. That's pretty nice. Of course, the trans flag. Why not? You know what I mean? In everyday life, other than having the EHRC crap in the back of my mind, things are pretty much the same. People in general are just as polite as ever, and no problems. It is the likes of Starm, etc. Yeah, I agree. Like in everyday life. I'm the same, I mean, it's true. When you come online, when you go on the internet, you do see a lot of more hate and nasty people and things like that. But the truth is, in the real world, most people don't think like that. Most people support trans people. I think most British people are very supportive and good people. Yes, please sign. Exactly, Esme. Important to share the petition too. Yes. Well, I'm going to talk about it now. Let me see. Definitely Kirsty. Okay. Well, let me just quickly go on to that then, because it's something worthwhile looking at. So, well, let me share the Discord first, just so people know. So, if you're a channel supporter and you're not on Discord, what are you doing? You've got a section there which is just for the channel supporters, so you should definitely be there. Let me see if I can share. I want to share this with you. I'm going to talk about a few things actually when we're in the Discord. So this is a Discord. Now there's a few things I want to talk about in here actually, but we'll talk about the petitions first, and then I will share some of the information with you. Keyboard warriors, basic cows. Exactly. Yeah. And there's a lot on Elon Musk's X. There's a lot of those people there. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, so basically this is the I mean, let me start off welcome page. So this is the Discord. And if you've not used Discord before, it's really easy to use. When you join, there's a link below the video. There's a link in chat as well. Once you join, you'll have access to this. Now, the areas you're probably most interested in when you join, it'll be like public chat. So you could join the public chat, but when you join the public chat, anybody here can message, leave comments. Anybody, you absolutely, if you want to add a picture of yourself, if you want to add a link for something, a video or something you're interested in, that's what public chat's for. So you can just, pop it in here. And like Kirsty's been doing here, she's been adding links for different petitions and stuff like that. So I'll click on this one, which I don't know if I can. Yeah, I'll share it. So you'll be brought to a page like this. Is a petition here, and then you can fill it. It's like for the Good Law Project, but it's like women in support of trans plus community. So. And then you can read what the petition's about. and sign it. Now, like I say, Kirsty's put quite a few different ones in here. I mean, and they're all important. But let me share. There was some I looked at earlier on. Let me share this one. I think you can see it. I'll just make sure you're seeing all these, because yeah. So like this one, I mean, there's different ones, but like this is about like Virgin. Tell Virgin Active stop following transphobes, follow the law. So I mean, this is just like you can sign up, and people are. I mean, like you say, look at this already. They've got 7,000. They need to get 10,000 emails. So yeah, so it's really simple. You can sign up and just do this, and once you put your name down on here, it goes towards this petition, and you can, I think you can make a difference just by doing this. Let's have another look at this one as well. Those different ones. So this is one at the Hampstead Women's Pond. I know about this one. I've been following this for quite a while, actually. And this one was like they tried to ban trans people before here at this swimming area, and they failed. But then since that time, the High Court ruling now, the transphobes have thought, hey, maybe we can now try and get rid of trans women from the swimming area. So they're trying to do it again. But come here, follow the links, and you can, let's get up to 10,000. So what I'll do is, I mean, the links are already on the Discord, but we might put them in a different section so people can access them more easier. And then, yeah, please consider coming in and sign this. So, but this is just one example of the things you can do on the Discord. Share information, but they, what I mean. So that's one thing that I wanted to tell you about, and I think it's really important. I will try and share these links as much as I possibly can. 50k signatures needed. I think I read. Okay, well, let's try and get up there. Let's try and help as much as possible with these petitions, and let's see if we can make a difference. But yeah, I mean, that's basically what I want really here. So what I've done is I try to separate things into different sections. So the public chat is probably the main one if you just come in here and you're not actually a channel member, channel supporter. But you can put links in for petitions like that, or you can put links in for other things. Maybe like a video that you've done. Maybe you're on YouTube and you want to share a video. At the moment, I haven't got a separate channel for that, but I might say, if you want to do that, you can put it in the general chat for now. So I'm happy for people to share things like that. But if you do decide to become a channel supporter tonight, yeah, you'll get access to the channel support sections, which is the private chat here. But I won't show that on a public viewing. So there's a private chat where you can share things with other channel supporters. And then also you'll get you can use this link here if you want to watch the Sunday live shows. You can actually use this link, or you can obviously go to the channel and watch it, but you can use this link as well. And if you don't, if you want to join, you can use the links here. So I have the link here and join the community, so you can actually use that link as well. So let me just see. You can see, yeah. So you can see it says join the community. You can actually go there and you can join. And just so you know as well, I do have a new membership level as well called community membership. If you join that, probably the best way to join it is by buying me a coffee. Again, click on that. In fact, I'll show you that. If you click on that, you come to this page and you can join here. That's £4 a month. But with this one, you get access to the movie club and YouTube Watch. Plus, there's a chance we're going to be doing some extra live shows with this eventually, but we're not doing them yet, but eventually probably. And obviously, you get access to the private chat on Discord as well. But you'll get the movie club and you'll get YouTube Watch as well. So that's if you consider wanting to upgrade to the community membership. And the community member is actually down. Where is it? Here. you can see where the orange, basically the green is channel support and the orange is community membership. And you can actually see sometimes if you're in green, that means you're like a channel supporter, and if you're like in orange, your color's orange, that means you're a community member. So that's just yeah. But like you'll get Movie Watch, Movie Club, which is here, and YouTube Watch. So if you're interested in that, you can join there. But yeah, I mean, I'm also open to any ideas anybody has for the Discord. You just let me know if there's something you think I should add or whatever in the channel. And I'll yeah, I'll see if I can do that. But yeah, it's just got different things. Like I've got like you know, for like the YouTube, any updates for videos will come up here. I've also added my TikTok now. I occasionally use TikTok, not that often. So you'll see links for TikTok. Twitch. I do use Twitch. I am going to actually say I occasionally play games. I really feel Twitch is more for me. I feel it's more for like playing computer games and stuff. I do occasionally play games, so I might end up going live here sometimes when I play games. So if that's something you're interested in, like if you like, I don't know if you like, I mean, I've only got PlayStation 5. If that's something you're interested in, that I'm occasionally will be occasionally going live with some gaming. So the best way to do this is probably join the Discord, and you can actually see when I do that. So that's there. And then I have like comments. I just started adding this section because I mean, I've only put a few comments in it, but I do so many replies to people on comments, and I just thought I would share some of these with you here. So that's just like a little extra thing that I've added. It's just comments of people who've written stuff and my replies, basically. And then finally, last night, I kind of decided to share some music stuff with you all. So I've just added some music stuff in here. If you're interested in anything like that, it's just music that I've actually developed with AI. So it's kind of I've written lyrics and stuff like that, and then I've put them into an AI generator and created them. So I don't know, I like them, so I thought I'd just share them. So they're in the music section down here. So you know, please check that out. You know, I think they're pretty good. I only shared ones that I thought were quite nice. I have loads more, which I will share, but they're in the music section. So yeah, so that's just an idea. Oh, and I've also got the Rachel's tweets. I kind of just put some things in. Like I prefer to tweet here if I can. So yeah, I just thought I'd just tell you all about that. So there you go. So there's a little bit more information about what I've been doing. So yeah, join the Discord. That's what I'm basically saying. Join the Discord because there's lots of things going on there. I mean, I enjoy going there. I've started to kind of actually hang out there myself. So, you know, if you're over there, just don't be afraid to like message me or something. I'm normally around somewhere on Discord. If I'm not putting the music on there, I'm doing tweets or I'm doing some on there. So I'm always working on it. So yeah, let me know. Yeah, important to share the petitions. Yeah, I haven't got that. So I'm going back too far. Yeah, 50. Oh yeah. Oh, this is it here. Okay, so political action section be cool. Yes, good one, Franny. Yeah, you're right. Okay, well that's what. Yeah, feel free to let me know your different ideas for the channel. Yeah, for Discord. I should look up here because this is where you all are. I'm looking down here all the time. Yeah, just let me know because I think that's quite good. Like a political section. So what I might do is I might create a section, then and then if you've got like links for petitions and things, you can put them in there, or I could add them from the general chat and put them in there for us. So there's like a couple of ways we could do it. It might be better if I add them in there, like if you put them in general chat and then I add them into the political section, because if we all message there, it can get a bit messy. Whereas if I just keep it more just one message, like, oh, here's the petition that Kirsty put in today, and then just put the petition there. So I could add all the petitions that Kirsty's put on already, and then anyone else adds anything political, or I could also add that in. Obviously credit whoever put it on there as well. So like it would say like Kirsty, Kirsty's thing, and then say what she said. I can do it that way if you want. Yeah, I agree, Francis. I could pop the petition in there. Well, yeah. I mean, I'll create it. And then we can put it in, and then so I'll try and do that after the show today. So looks like everyone's thinking it's a good idea. So yeah, why not? Let's do that. Okay, it sounds like a good idea to me. Okay, well, we'll do that then. So yeah, so I'll create that after the show because I'm like I said, I'm spending a bit more time. When I first created Discord, I was about over a year ago, and I didn't really know what to do with it. And then it was like I knew that if I could share with you guys, and obviously other people had their own input, it would be a bit more alive, and that's what I want. So really, I do want it so you guys, for the slip. Oh, the F is the next to the G. Oh, okay. But yeah. So I mean, like I said, maybe we can even have an idea section. We can add an idea section because I've looked at other people's Discords. I follow a few other people on Discord and stuff, and I've looked at theirs, and it's like I've seen people put like idea sections for Discord and stuff like that. So if I can create something, but obviously we don't want it too cluttered where we can't find anything because there's just loads of different Discord things. And you're like, I don't know where I am on this thing. So I'll try and keep it as simple as possible. But I'll work out how to do it. But yeah, I'm spending a lot more time on there now, so hopefully can make it really usable. But yeah, we'll just have to keep working on it. So yeah, so like I said, I think we've had quite a few today. We've had quite a few subscribers, which has been pretty cool. Anyway, I'm really thankful for that. Like I say, if anybody's become a subscriber, wants to become a channel supporter, please do. It would really mean a lot if you do. And if you do that, that will also pop up on the little icon that we get some channel supporters. So, consider doing it. And if you actually same with the super chats, they'll pop up here. Or even if you do buy me a coffee, that will pop up here as well. So consider doing that as well because yeah, it's fun. So I might show you something that I saw on Twitter, actually. No, TikTok. I saw something on TikTok. So I'm going to share that with you actually first. Let me see if I can find it. I know I shouldn't be going to X. But let me see. Where did I put it? Oh, it's on here. Yeah, there's a few things. So I'm going to try and share these things with you. And then we can talk about them. Just trying to... Okay. Oh, why is it not pausing? Okay. No. Oof. TikTok is very active. Okay, so I'm going to show this video from TikTok. Is there a way we can make this full screen? No, it doesn't matter. I think this is fine, isn't it? It looks like a lot going on the screen. Is there any way I can make this bigger? Oh no, I can't do that. It just takes it out. Just bear with me 1 minute. I've never used TikTok on a desktop before.
For having a meltdown over a trans character on an animated Netflix show.
Okay, there we go. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, we'll worry about it in a minute. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever done anything on TikTok, so okay. A guy popped a reform flyer through my door yesterday. I ripped it out of the letterbox and gave him a piece of my mind. TBH, felt a little bad about it. Then I remembered what they want to do to us. Well, that's true. Yeah. Well, no, I agree with you. The problem is just make sure they're not recording you or something because they love to record and pop those things on the internet. Because I see people like obviously, there's a lot of idiots that go on YouTube and TikTok and things like that, and they film trans people or trans allies, and they like to make us look aggressive and stuff like that. So be really careful of that because they do. The way I deal with it a lot of times, I don't really get involved with any anti-trans people. I try to avoid them because they do try to make us look bad. But I understand your situation there, Kirsty, because I'd be the same. I mean, I'm in an apartment building, so if I get any flyers, it's like if I got a flyer for like reform, it would just like throw it in the bin straight away. I'd throw it in the bin straight away if it came to me anyway. But so luckily I don't have to confront or get in any contact with these people putting the rubbish in in my apartment building or anything like. Well, let me put it downstairs in the letterboxes downstairs, but never up to my apartment. But I can understand your reaction, definitely. But you just don't know. They all have cameras nowadays. They go around with cameras and stuff. I've seen so many on the internet where they'll film trans people and then say, "Look how angry trans people are," and at the same time they're misgendering the person and saying that trans people don't exist. I mean, take that video I did on Edge of the Matrix. I mean, what a plonker. You know what I mean? He's a total plonker. Anyway, let me share this. Let me share this with you. So yeah, I haven't really done anything from TikTok, so I might start. Because I think a lot of the people on TikTok, they can explain a lot of things instead of just going through
Libs of TikTok.
News stories or anything like that. So anyway, let's just hear what this TikToker is saying, and then we could talk about it.
For having a meltdown over a trans character on an animated Netflix show from 3 years ago. This week, a clip from Hamish Steele's Dead End Paranormal Park, which aired 2 seasons in 2022, was resurfaced by Libs of TikTok, in which the character Barney comes out as trans.
I'm trans, Norma.
So I mean, I just stop here. I did. I shared this on Discord on my Twitter section, or whatever you want to call it, tweet section on Discord. It was all over X, and but I felt like I wanted to share it because I was feeling like, well, so what? You know what I mean? So what? There's some positivity here. Actually, there's a cartoon where you've got a trans character. I'm like, well, isn't that good for young people? You know what I mean? And that goes for cisgendered children and trans children. They can actually learn about trans people. I think that's a good thing. But ever since that's been on, it was all over there, and they're all upset about it. And then it turned into this. They wanted to cancel Netflix, but I think they're going to talk a little bit about that in this video.
And everyone at school knows, and everyone at home knows.
It's a cute and innocuous coming out scene made for younger viewers. But now it's being used as fuel by right-wing actors to boycott Netflix en masse and tank its stock price.
So yeah, they were. I mean, last week that's all they were doing. So if you went on there, this is all you would see. It was just all about they're trying to push trans, make all kids trans, and we've got to quit Netflix. So they were all doing this. They're all quitting Netflix and stuff like that. All the usual idiots, all following what Elon Musk wants. And remember, we just did a video about Elon Musk and the fact that Elon Musk has a trans daughter, but this is the way he lives his life anyway.
The original Libs of TikTok post called out the clip for, quote, pushing pro-transgender on young viewers. This got picked up by Musk, who went on a full campaign to get users to boycott the streamer. According to The Guardian, Musk posted or reposted calls for users to cancel their Netflix subscriptions more than 26 times in just 3 days.
So 26 times he posted this. Now, I can't see that he's sat behind a keyboard doing this. If he is, then he's got some mental problem. But I mean, 26 times, and the fact he has a trans kid is absolutely disgusting as far as I can see. Because I mean, he's what's going through his head. This guy never had a chance. He was grabbed and the door ground and picked up his leaflet. Oh well, yeah. I mean, I don't blame you. I feel I would probably do the same if I was in your situation. Definitely. Nobody's trying to make everyone be. Yeah, well, no, nobody's trying to do that. Nobody's trying to. There isn't anybody who is trying to make anyone trans. Nobody's doing that. It's all bollocks. From a young age, if you are. Yeah, well, that's it. Well, that's the thing. I mean, young people, they know. I'm sure all of us knew that we were trans. And if you're trans out there, you knew anyway. I knew. But they like to say that we're trying to make other children, cis children trans, which we're not.
One post of his targeting Netflix and the show racked up almost 1 million likes. And in response, Barney's voice actor, Zach Barak, took to X to highlight the impact of the show's positive trans representation, writing, quote, "You can fearmonger all you want, but kids and parents have told me it saved their lives." And look, this excessive hand-wringing about a trans character in a TV show is all very silly, especially coming from the free speech warriors who bemoan censorship day and night. But what's
This is it, isn't it? Yeah, they say that they don't want any censorship. They believe in free speech. They believe in so okay. So they've made this cartoon's been made. They've got trans characters in it. They want to. They're like me. Like I feel like we need to be supporting young trans people. We need to show education for young people so they know who trans people are. So that's my freedom of speech, my belief. And then these people say, no, it needs to be cancelled. Can't allow it. Can't allow it. And it's like, well, wait 1 minute. I believe that. If you want to make want to make a cartoon that says that there's a man and a woman and they get married and they have children and they're religious or whatever you want to do, I wouldn't go complain. I'd say, well, that's what you believe and that's what you want to make as your cartoon or whatever. I've got nothing against that. It's your choice. That's what freedom of speech is. You have the right to create things and do things. But I do think that young people need to have education so that, in the form of cartoons, so that they know who trans people are. And for trans people, they need it to know who they are. Yeah, the way. Oh, is that what you said? Let me see. You said nobody trying to be in the way of it. I know what you mean. The only thing we really want is for young trans people to have the information that we didn't have. Yes, correct. Well, I didn't. Yeah, me too. So they can become who they are already. Know who they are. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I didn't have the words at school I didn't know what a trans person was at school. I wish I knew. And that would have been better for me. And I'm sure it'd been better for many of you out there.
What's even more ridiculous is that this isn't even a show that was like being actively pushed by Netflix in any material way. It was canceled in 2023. And as it always seems to go, it's snowballed from there. Followers of Musk and libs of TikTok are now going after any show on Netflix with LGBTQ+ themes or characters to justify their boycott, even those made for...
Yeah, this is what's so crazy as well. It started off where they were just kind of focusing on that cartoon. That was the one that the libs of TikTok or libs of whatever. X or whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called. But them lot, when they started doing that, it was that cartoon that they were moaning about, saying, oh, well, we don't think it should be for this cartoon. You're like, well, I disagree with that, but you just don't like this particular cartoon. But then they went after everything, and like they even went after adult content. In other words, saying they didn't want any trans or nothing nothing to do with like anything that affected with gender or gender identity. They want to get rid of it, and that just shows their real view. What they're trying to do, it's not even just trans people. They want to get rid of gay. They want LGBTQ+ out of that. They don't want any of that. That's the true side of them. If you ever go on X, they sometimes have like there'll be like a rainbow flag on a crossing on the street, and you'll see. I mean, I don't know if I can find a video now. It's quite difficult, but there's loads of videos where there's like cars that go over them. They burn the wheels onto the flag, the rainbow flag, and it's just like so. Basically, you're saying and it's all the same people then messaging underneath saying, yeah, good, we shouldn't have the rainbow flag and all this. It's like, so basically, it isn't just trans people. You don't like anyone from the rainbow flag. You don't anyone who's involved with that, and it is that these people. Oh. These people, just 1 minute. My phone's just going off. I hope my camera's still working. I just felt my other camera just went. Oh, it's working in it. Okay, sorry about that. So everything just went mental for 1 minute. So yeah, they don't like anyone from the anyone who's under the LGBTQ+ flagger. They just don't like. Let me see. So that just totally shocked me. That's like, I had it going off in my ear. I don't know if you could hear it, but all my phones went off at once then. After they stopped suppressing left-handed people, there was an explosion of left-handed people. Same for trans kids. They have information. They can act, but they want to suppress them. Yeah, true. Yeah, completely, Kirsty. Yeah, that's it. That's why there's been such an increase of trans people in the last, 20+ years, just because of that. They want a money culture. Yes. Well, they don't want the people that are doing this. They don't want anyone who's not in their group. And let's be honest with you. If you're not, let's. I mean, I don't want like talking like this, but basically, if you're not white and you're not straight, they don't want you in. They don't class you. They want rid of everybody else. Everybody else is out the window. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if they say they support it. Like Edge of the Matrix guy, he says, "Oh, I support LGB," right? But then I heard him talking about a gay man, and the way he talked about a gay man was not how you talk about a gay man. And he basically said he grew up to be gay. He said, "Oh, I had a friend called, I don't know what he called him, like David or something." And he said, "I had this friend called David." I've got another subscriber. I got this friend called David, and he grew up to be gay. It's like, gay people don't grow up to be gay. They are gay. You know what I mean? But I think that's the difference, because it's like you don't really support gay people. You're lying, because you want to attack trans people first. Because once you attack trans people, then you can go after the rest of the community. So it's like, yeah, let's split LGB and T. Let's split them. Let's get rid of the T, because they're the most vulnerable. We can get rid of them. Get rid of the T. And once we got rid of the T, then let's go after the gays and the lesbians and the bis, and then we'll get them. We'll get them out of the community. And then and also they're saying, oh, let's get rid of anyone who's not white. You know what I mean? That's the other group they don't like. It's all the same people. They don't like anybody who's not like them, and that's it. If you're not like them, they don't like you. And then they say, no, we're doing it for the children. We're doing it for women. We're doing this. No, you're not. You're doing it because you're bigots, and you just hate everything.
For adults. And that just shows what this is all really about. Like school library book bans and other faux outrage, these campaigns targeting trans representation aren't about protecting kids, but about stopping any platforming of queer and trans stories. The suggestion that a trans character on a TV show for kids is somehow inappropriate is just part of the larger cultural attack we're seeing on queer and trans people right now. And during a time when networks and streamers, Netflix included, are canceling or rolling back LGBTQ+ programming and DEI initiatives to appease the loudest people in the room, you start to wonder how far they'll go to succumb to that pressure. Campaigns like this will make it harder for more shows like Dead End that highlight vital queer and trans stories and are made by queer and trans people to get made. Elon Musk and
So yeah, I agree with that as well. I mean, they are rolling back a lot of trans inclusive programs and LGBTQ+ programs. They are getting rolled back because you've got Trump and that lot, and even people like Elon Musk causing trouble like he has done with this Netflix thing. What I have heard though, that really it's just fizzled out now. I don't really think it's a thing now. They've kind of moved on. They've moved on to something else now, but they'll come back to it. And there'll be another time they'll start complaining about some transgendered program or something. They'll moan about something. Exactly. That it will even be the women that they pretend to protect. Oh yes, they will come after women eventually. Yes, definitely. Well, Elon Musk doesn't really support women, does he? You know what I mean? He doesn't see them as important as men. Klan in the UK is trying to introduce death penalty for women who have an abortion. Yeah, well, I know that. Yeah, you're right. They're not interested in women's rights, and that's another thing. Like the women that fall for this, we've got these feminists who say that women, trans women shouldn't be part of, feminism, things like that, which I believe we should be. But the thing is, they'll come after them after. If I mean, let me be honest with you, I don't think they'll ever get rid of trans people. So I don't even think they're going to be able to get onto this level. They're just going to pester us for now. I think we're here to stay now. I think now that we've come out and we're visible, yes, they'd like to push us back. The only way they can push us back is if they do something like Russia. But even in Russia, there's trans women. So I don't know. I mean, to what extent can they can't get rid of us, but they can push us back. So I mean, I think they want to do this, but the reality and what's going on in the world, it's just not really possible for them to do that. I mean, because I think more trans people have come out, and it's just like, there isn't a lot of us, but there is a lot of us in two ways. We're here now. We're more visible. Like I can tell you that I could go into the city centre tomorrow in Leeds. And if you said, go find a trans person, apart from myself, go find someone who you don't know, could you find one? I think I could find another trans person in the city centre. So visibility, especially in cities, have started to increase. So there is more of us in the sense that you could find other trans people in a small area. So what I mean is, we are increasing in some ways. Not. I don't mean there still isn't many of us, but I'm just saying you can find other trans people in an area now. So it's going to be very difficult. But it's. I mean, they're trying to do it. They are trying to do it. I mean, I must admit, if I was someone in now who was presenting as male and I was considering coming out publicly as trans, I might have doubts to do that because I might feel like, oh, is it safe for me to do this? So I might have doubts at this point. So that's the thing. Out and proud, always wear the Pearl pin. Yes, well, yeah, that's another thing. You did share that pin, Amazon, wasn't it? It was on Amazon. Yeah, I'm gonna order one of them. I haven't ordered it yet. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, be out and proud. Why not? And I think there is more of us, though. There is more of us now. So I think it's going to be hard for them to push back. And I think there's a lot of support for us, really. I don't think people want to see us. Maybe some people in public, they don't realize how bad it is. They truly don't understand how difficult it is. Like, they might see the Supreme Court ruling and say, well, the Supreme Court ruling, it's kind of okay, trans people have got less, they're not being seen as, like, I'm not seen as a woman now under the law. And they might say, well, yeah, but it's okay because we still respect you. You can still kind of use the toilets or something like that. But the reality is, sometimes they say, oh, well, no one knows, so you can still use the toilets. But they don't understand that it's not about that. It's about the respect, and it's the fact that actually, no, there is people like the group that brought the original case forward, the 4 Women Scotland, who are actually trying to make it so I can't use the toilet. I mean, let me just take this off. It's going to hurt my ears if I leave it on too long. There is groups that are generally trying to stop trans women from using the toilets and stuff like that, and changing rooms. I mean, like you saw with Virgin Gym has already said, no, we're not letting trans women now use the toilets, the changing rooms. And there's other gyms that do that as well. And if I go into a gym now and someone knows I'm trans, they could ask me to leave. So it's all this nonsense that's happening. And I'm saying other people in society, even though they're supportive of trans people, don't realize that that's kind of what's happening now. Like, we could actually generally be asked to leave a space. And I think that's the hardest thing. Like, I do use the public toilets, but I don't use any changing rooms. I must admit, I don't go swimming. I'd love to go swimming, but I don't use the changing rooms for the swimming pool or anything like that. So I don't do that anymore. But I wasn't using it before the Supreme Court. I just didn't feel like, I don't know. I just haven't been going swimming, to be fair with you. I'd like to go swimming, but it's not like I haven't been going. But like when I do go swimming again in the UK, which changing room am I going to use? Well, I'm going to use the women's. But if someone turns around and say, hey, you can't be in here, what's my rights then? Well, I just have to leave. So, these are the things. The thing is, if they make transition impossible, then people will end up in poor relationships with people forced to live a lie. So it could be their children or siblings that could be affected. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, this is the problem. I mean, I see it like this. We live in a the world is more smaller now. Okay. Like, I mean, there's people watching this video now, but anyone in the world could watch this video. Anyone in the world could watch this video. And if you were in, say, I don't know which country, I know it's like Germany or Spain, or if you were in Thailand, for example, right? You'd be looking at this going, well, okay, let's just take Thailand because I know Thailand really well. If you're in Thailand right now and you put this video on and you said, okay, what are they talking about in England? Was this English person talking about? We'd be saying, they'd be saying, well, first they can get hormones in the pharmacy down the road. So I can just go out and get my hormones now. No issue for me. And then it's like, okay, if I want to have like surgery or anything like that, if I want like gender confirmation surgery, well, in Thailand, they can't get it on NHS. They don't. I mean, they do have a medical system there actually, but it's not. They can't get gender confirmation surgery through their system. So they have to pay for a doctor there. But for them, they can still do all that. They can do everything. The only thing that they can't do is they can't change their gender. So, that is pretty bad, to be honest with you. That's the thing I don't like about Thailand. But everything else they can do, and then they can they're still accepted. And so, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, like, look at different countries, and you can kind of see that, like, they, we here in England, or if you're in America or wherever you are, if they put the laws there, it's like it's not impossible for us to go somewhere else to get the stuff. I'm not saying that's the best way. We shouldn't have to do that, but I'm just saying that what can they stop trans people from existing? They can't really stop us from existing. We're still going to be here. I mean, it's just the way that, what'll end up happening is people have to go to the dark web. That's what they'll end up doing. They won't have the proper doctor care and stuff like that. It'll be all overseas wanting stuff like that. Yeah. Well, that's what it'll be. It'll be like, yeah, it'll be like the dark web and stuff, But I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying things, it is a sad time for us really right now, because everything right now is kind of against, it's getting harder for us. Let's be honest with you. It is getting harder. But I don't think they can erase trans people. Not in the UK. It's like, look, they'd have to go to the levels of like Russia at least, where they would have to make it illegal to be trans. That's what they would have to do. Which I just don't think society would accept that. I mean, I hope they wouldn't. However, I mean, Reform are talking about kicking everyone out who's foreign. So basically, if you're here illegally in the UK and you've done all the legal system, and you're on a leave to remain, and you've paid for it, because I mean, you do pay for these things. They're not free. I mean, I have a friend who's on a leave to remain, and she has to pay so much towards the NHS. She don't get it free. So she just comes here and gets free healthcare. She don't get free healthcare. She has to pay so much for the NHS, and she has to pay so much for her leave to remain card or whatever she has. So it's like they pay, and then they work and they pay tax. So they actually put money into the country. So I'm like, so they don't get NHS. Well, she doesn't get NHS for free, and she also pays tax. So I'm like, so she pays for the NHS twice, because you pay NHS as well in your tax. So she pays it twice, and I'm like, so isn't that a benefit? Isn't that we're getting money from that? Because that person's working and they pay all money into the system. Which, if you're British, we benefit from that. We want people to put money into the system because it's better for us. But it's like, no, they want. I mean, Reform want to kick everybody out. So I don't know what's going to happen there. So anyway, I'm not a big fan of Reform anyway, as you can tell. I mean, what they want to do for trans people is zilch. They don't want to do anything for trans people. Anyway, so yeah. Well, anyway, I thought I'd show that other video. I've heard some more videos actually. Like I said, I mean, I'll mention it now. If anybody wants to play any videos or anything like that, the way we do it on this show, we do like donations for Spin the Wheel. So we have like a wheel that you can spin. So any donation that you make during this show, big or small, we'll spin the wheel. And also, if you decide to become a channel member or even a community member, if you're a channel member and you want to kind of go up to the higher level and you want to have access to the movie club, because I'm going to be doing some videos tomorrow. I'm recording a movie club tomorrow. And I'm going to be doing a YouTube watch. I normally do them like together, and they're normally about an hour long each video. So I'll be doing them tomorrow, and then they'll be available maybe by Friday night or by Saturday. But if you're a channel supporter and you say, hey, I want to go to that next level, and it's like £4 a month, you can do it through Buy Me a Coffee. You'll get those extra 2 videos a week. So like the videos normally like trans related, but they're like longer videos, like not like we do in this show, not like the live show. They're a lot longer. So if it's something you're interested in, yeah, please consider doing that. And like I say, if anyone does it during this show, I'll put it on the donation bar, and you never know, we might get up to £25. I don't think we'll get to £25 tonight. See, we're at 0 right now, unless somebody wants to donate £25, but I don't think we're going to get that. But anyway, So just letting you know. So yeah, and if you want to actually just do it anyway. If anybody wants to make a donation tonight, let me show you. Basically, it keeps the channel running. It keeps so I can keep doing things for you guys. This is it here. And even if you're watching this show after the show's been on, feel free. You know, I'll still get the an update when you send it to me. So I'll give you a big thank you because it really means a lot to me. And I'll mention this again. The Discord, this one, if you are a channel supporter, consider joining the Discord, because you'll get access to the private section of the Discord. So I put that link in there into the chat box. But also, even if you're not a member, you're just subscribing, why not join up? It's free. It's absolutely free to join the Discord. What will the movie be? Well, I'll be honest with you, I haven't made a 100% decision. I've got loads of videos that I was thinking about, because there's a lot I want to do in the movie club, Franny. So I will look tonight. I'll make a decision which one I want. I mean, if there's one you're interested in, you can let me know as well. I'm open to suggestions, but I will have a look tonight and make a decision which one to do. I mean, I was quite happy with the one last week, because we did last week we did Queen at Hearts, which was it was actually a documentary. It was a 1960 something, 67 or something was recorded. But it had like trans women from that time period. I really enjoyed that one. Really amazed by those women. And then we did for the YouTube YouTube Watch. We did the detransitioner video. Not detransitioner. Sorry, we did. I am going to do a detransition one eventually. It was Transmaxes. We covered that one. Yeah, and that was quite interesting as well. So yeah. I would suggest anybody, if you're not joined, that definitely consider joining it. So yeah, I'll let you know, Franny. Or you can also message me and let me know which one if there's something you think we should cover. But I will do it tomorrow. I mean, I might do it live. You know, I might make it live for everybody in the community membership. It'll be earlier in the daytime though. It'll probably be around like 4 p.m. UK time, because I do it in the daytime. So. Yeah, so if it might be a bit early for some people, but yeah, I might do it live. Let's see, because I can broadcast it live through the community member section. Okay, on Discord. Oh, I can also put it on the Patreon. I think you're a Patreon member, aren't you, as well, Franny? I'll put it on Patreon as well. Okay, if I had not been able to transition, I would not be alive today. All the transphobes and new legislation does nothing to help us live and live. We need to live as women. Yeah, I agree. It's Cindy, isn't it? Cindy. Because I know your channel name. I try and remember everybody's name. You know, when it's like I'll have to write everybody's name down, because I know your channel names are different sometimes from your names. Yeah, Cindy, isn't it? I agree with you. I'm the same. I mean, I don't know. Like a few years ago, like when I actually came out and transitioned to came out to be myself, I was like, everything was more positive in the UK. Anyway, everything. I mean, it just felt more positive. Felt more like our rights were. I just felt like, yeah, Cindy, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you. But it felt like our rights were just more safe. I felt more safe. And then, you know, in recent years, especially with this High Court ruling, it's really, everything's kind of really gone backwards with this. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how people, like, at least, I mean, I guess some of us, we've already kind of come out and we're living our lives now. And don't get me wrong, my day-to-day life is fine. Everything's okay. It's not like, oh no, I go out and I'm misgendered and I have loads of problems. No, I don't have anything like this. It's actually really good, and I wouldn't change anything. But what I mean is, if you haven't taken that first step to come out, I don't know what it must be like for some trans people. If you're out there and you're watching this now, or you're thinking about coming out and you haven't, I'd still say, just take your time, but yeah, still go ahead with it. Don't hide away. It's just that I know it might feel harder at this time because of what's happening in the world. I understand. There's a lot of negative things coming out and stuff like that. From obviously you can see in America and here in the UK with reform and stuff. And even the stuff that they're talking about in the conservatives, nasty people, really. But yeah, I mean, still, I'd still say no. Just forget about all that. Most people in day-to-day life are really supportive, so just forget about all that other stuff and just go ahead with, go ahead with it and just ignore the haters. I mean, I do have some more videos. I'm just thinking to show them or not. That I did pick up. I tell you what, it's like all this Halloween stuff. I should really do some Halloweeny stuff. I'm gonna do one Halloween video, I think. Am I gonna do it now? I'm just thinking because we're near the end, probably near the end of the show. Let me see. Okay, look, I'm gonna cover a Halloween video because I've got this Halloween thing going on. I'd like to do one Halloween video, so I'm just gonna cover one Halloween video. I know it's a little bit different from what we've been doing, but it just keep with the theme for tonight. If anybody wants to send a donation while this is on, please, consider doing that. You can do it through Buy Me a Coffee, or you can do the super chats. Either way is fine. And then we can keep the videos coming. But if not, we'll see what happens after this. Anyway, so this is I'm going to share this video because it's going to be Halloween at the end of the month. I'm going to do a Halloween special at the very end of the month. I'd love all of you to hopefully come and watch that. I'm hoping for it to be a bit longer than normal, but we'll see what happens when it happens. You never know when these, But there's a few things I'm going to cover. Anyway, let me get this page ready for you all. So yeah, so what we've been doing this month so far, I've been covering some Halloween videos. Let me see. Oh, where's that coming up? All right, nice. That's a very interesting one there. Thank you, Cindy. But we've been covering like some Halloween because I got the Halloween background here. Let me share on here. So I'm trying to keep it a bit Halloween themed this month. I'm only like covering one video per show. I'm not going too over the top because I think the main thing that we cover here is like trans issues and stuff like that, But because it's Halloween, I thought I'd do some Halloween videos. So we'll just watch this. It's only, it says it's 20 minutes long. I don't think we won't watch it all. I'll have to speed this one up because it's too long. We won't watch it all. We'll watch a little bit of it. So I think we'll give it maybe like 3 minutes or something like that. And then we'll see where we're at after 3 minutes. Okay.
Know everything about the spookiest day of the year? Think again. Today, I'm bringing you 100 spine-tingling facts about Halloween that'll make your hair stand on end, or maybe just give you a good laugh.
So yeah, so maybe we can learn something about Halloween. It's gonna be Halloween at the end of the month. I think everyone who's regular here knows that I'm trying to get a bit more. I guess I'm trying to make it a little bit more like Christmas. I'm gonna be just honest with you. I'm trying to give it a more of a Christmas feel because, well, in the sense, celebration. Because I don't know. I want it to be fun. At the end of the year, I just want things to be fun. So it's like this month is kind of like the Halloween month, and then I don't know what I'm going to do in November yet. I ain't got any plans for November yet, but anyway, it'll be November, and then we'll get into we're going to get into to Christmas then. I mean, and I've already seen there's so much Christmas stuff already out there. Maybe we'll do a bit of Christmas in November. I don't know. Is that too much? Maybe too much. I mean, I must admit, seeing the Christmas stuff already is a bit too much for me. Anyway.
Let's get started. Fact number 1. Halloween is the second highest grossing commercial holiday in the US, after Christmas. All that candy and costumes really add up. 2. Halloween wasn't always about...
So, yeah, just before I move on. So, yeah, it's the second most... grossing financial Grossing holiday. Well, of course, yeah, because of the candy and all the gifts and stuff you can buy and stuff. And I think it's only. I mean, I think like it's only growing. I mean, I don't know about in America, but in the UK, it's definitely become bigger than it was. I mean, it seems like every year they seem to be having more stuff for it. Though I must admit, last year they seem to have more things in the shops than they do this year. So I'm not sure about that. I mean, you tell me about your area if you're in the UK. What if you've got more stuff in your area? Like in Leeds, I feel it's a bit, they've got stuff, but they've started to put Christmas stuff out at the same time. So to me, it's like they're focusing on Christmas more than focusing on Halloween. And it might be just in the UK that we just seem to be more interested in Christmas than we do with Halloween stuff.
Costumes really add up. 2. Halloween wasn't always about costumes and candy. It originated from an ancient Celtic festival called Samhain, where people believed the dead returned to roam the earth. Talk about a chill in the air.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what it was originally from. I mean, we've done a video and we've covered some videos before in these live shows about that, and yeah, it was a Sarin, it was called.
3rd, trick-or-treating began in the Middle Ages, and back then, it was called guising. Kids used to go door to door in costumes, but instead of candy, they were asking for food, wine, and money. Not a bad trade, right? And the first written use of trick or treat didn't appear until 1927.
Well, I mean, I think we covered a video before, and they said that they were actually more like tricks before. They used to was it like throw stones at houses and things like that? It was like you either gave them like candy or something, or they would like throw stones at your house or something. And that's what my understanding was of it.
4. Ever wonder why we carve pumpkins? This tradition comes from an old Irish legend about a man named Stingy Jack, who tricked the devil and was condemned to wander the earth with only a carved-out turnip to light his way. Pumpkins are just the modern upgrade.
Okay, pretty quick about all these things. I mean, I just add there that they've got some pumpkins now in the supermarket, so I'm actually going. I was going to do it today. I was going to buy 2 pumpkins today because I want to carve them and do some faces. But I think tomorrow I'm hoping to go shopping. I might buy 3 if I can actually, because I want to do these carving. I want the pumpkin because I'm going to do lots of different stuff with the pumpkin. Like I said to one of the channel supporters on here, Jade, said that she's going to bake a pumpkin pie or something like that. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do some pumpkin related food as well. And I'll probably share it with you out there. I might even make the pie and record it actually, and share it with you all.
5. In some parts of the world, bats are considered good luck when they fly around on Halloween. But in the US, most people just scream and run. 6.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. But I don't know. If I saw a bat, I would probably scream and run as well. I don't think I'd be like, oh, that's good luck.
Here's a quirky one. In Alabama, it's illegal to dress up as a priest or nun for Halloween. Guess some costumes are just too holy to handle. 7.
Okay. I mean, again, is that true? If anybody knows that, is that true? I don't know much about that one.
7. Houdini, the famous magician, died on Halloween in 1926. If there's ever a day to escape death, he probably should have picked a different one. 8.
Okay, all right, well, yeah, so Houdini died on Halloween. Okay.
Know where the most candy is handed out in the US? Look no further than Anoka, Minnesota, also known as the Halloween capital of the world.
Okay, Anoka, Minnesota. So if anyone knows if that's true or not, let me know in the comments.
9. Speaking of candy, Americans buy around 600 million pounds of candy each year for Halloween. That's like 6 Titanic-sized ships full of sugar. Anyone else suddenly craving chocolate?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what to do because I don't have any kids that'll come to the because I'm in an apartment building, so they don't come to the apartments here. They can't get in basically because they can't get through the first doors. But unless there's any kids in the apartment building, now that could happen. I know there is children that live here, so there could be someone come knocking trick or treat. But I've never had that. I've lived here for like over 5 years now, and no one's ever come and knocked on the door. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'd be pretty shocked if someone came and knocked on the door. Actually, I'd be like, "Who's that? Who's coming knocking at my door?" So I don't really buy any candy in, and I don't really eat, candy, to be honest with you. So it's yeah. I mean, the only thing is I'm gonna have a party this year, so I might buy some sweets and candy in. So we'll have to see. I'll see some more of these.
10. In the 1950s, candy companies successfully rebranded Halloween into the Sugarfest we know today. Before that, kids got homemade cookies, fruits, and sometimes toys. Yeah, I'll stick with the candy. Thanks.
Oh, I don't know actually. I mean, so before they had cookies and fruit and stuff like that. I mean, it could be nice fruit as well. You know, I mean, like some like oranges and or whatever kind of fruit you like, to be honest with you. But I mean, like cookies are quite nice. Can you imagine going and get some baked goods? That might be quite nice. Like if you had some cookies, or if you had like maybe like even like a muffin or something, could be quite nice, to be honest with you. I mean, I know they're all full of sugar as well. So this I know this AI voice has said that he prefers candy, but I don't know. You know, if I was a kid and I'd been getting cookies and maybe some baked goods and then like and homemade stuff and then like maybe even like a little toy. I don't know. I kind of would like that probably when I was a child.
11. Did you know that Samhainophobia is the actual term for the fear of Halloween? Yep, it's a real thing. I mean, imagine being terrified of the very holiday meant to scare you. A spooky paradox. Think you can guess the next fact? Let me know in the comments.
Okay, so well, I don't know what the next fact is you're going to tell us, but yeah, so you can actually be scared of Halloween. Oh, that can't be good. I guess you'd have to kind of, I mean, it'd be hard to really avoid that because all the shops do have something Halloweeny going on right now. So that would be quite hard to. I mean, you obviously wouldn't go out at night, would you, on Halloween if you didn't like Halloween? Okay, let's see this next one.
12. Did you know that Halloween is older than Christianity? The holiday is rooted in the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, which dates back over 2,000 years, way before Halloween as we know it today. 13.
Well, I did know that. I did know that because that was that's where they originally came from. Yeah, and then obviously, you know, when you have different religions that come over, and then they took the holidays and changed it for their religious beliefs.
Extra spooky this Halloween? In 1962, Mars Inc. changed the recipe for their Snickers bar, adding more peanuts, and it's stayed that way ever since. Yep, even candy evolves. Spooky or sweet? 14.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's watch 2 more of these facts and then that'll be it.
The colors black and orange are traditionally associated with Halloween because black represents death and darkness, and orange symbolizes the harvest. It's a little morbid, but hey, it works for the season.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is that kind of color code, isn't it? Yeah, kind of looks good. I mean, obviously it's green as well, isn't there? Because, you know, with the pumpkin.
15. Ever wonder why witches are often depicted riding broomsticks? It's actually linked to old pagan rituals. They would dance with brooms to encourage crops to grow. Not exactly a magical ride, but still kind of fun. 16.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well, we covered a few of them. Well, I might leave them for the main show at the end of the month, because we kind of covered them. Yeah. Okay. There's some more facts. Interesting. Oh, let me get this off. It just starts to hurt my head after a while. Those headphones. All right, Kirsty. Well, good night then. Yeah, we're probably gonna call it a night soon. Anyway, myself. It's now done 2 hours. But yeah, thank you for joining us anyway tonight. It's good to have you here. And yeah, feel free to put anything in Discord. Yeah, I'll probably finish up with just telling you. I'm gonna just tell you all a few more things then. So look, if you're watching this show, here's the thing, right? We've got the Discord. I really would love everyone here to consider joining the Discord. It's absolutely free. And by joining, you'll have access to other people like myself. If you want to know about trans issues or anything like that, please go there and you'll get lots of information. I put loads of links already in the actual chat section. In the chat section. Oh, this side. I think it's this side. I'm not sure. So please consider joining the Discord. Also, if you're a channel supporter, definitely go there, because that's one of the perks you get from being a channel supporter. And if you're there already, let me know. I mean, I'm there quite often, so you know, just message me or whatever. You can do it in general chat. Just message me and say, hey, I'm on there, but how do I get into the private chat? And I'll let you know. What else? You know, just go there and check it out. Anyway, check out the Discord. And then even if you're watching this after, you know, consider giving. I know we didn't really get any donations tonight. I don't know. It happens sometimes. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we don't. If you're watching this after the fact, consider giving a donation. It really helps the channel. In fact, it's kind of really what keeps this channel going, to be honest with you. So it is important. But I'll be honest with you. I mean, even if you want to like become a channel supporter, that's another really great way of helping the channel. I mean, like you say, it's just £1 a month, and you get 4 live shows a month for that. So that's one thing. And we also now have a community membership, which if you're a channel supporter, please consider joining that. And you can join that straight away if you want to become a community member. Community member is £4 a month, but you get every week you get 2 extra videos. You get Movie Club and you get YouTube Watch. So those are a couple more things that, you know, please join. I mean, I really enjoy doing the Movie Club and the YouTube Watch. I think at the moment we've only got like 3 or 4 members, but you know, that's how it is. It takes time to build it up, but as that gets built up, I'll be doing more live shows for the community members as well. Probably be like live movie watches and the YouTube videos will be covering and stuff. So yeah, I really hope you'll join us there. I think the only other thing I'd like to say before I go is I am starting to like just share more information, more stuff on Discord. I'm sharing a lot more on Discord, and I'm hoping to be doing some more. Like I'm going to be doing some kind of like I occasionally play computer games and stuff like that. So I have a Twitch. I'm probably going to broadcast the live when I do live gaming and stuff. I'll probably do it here, but I'll also do it on Twitch. So it's up to you. I don't know if you've got Twitch and you like Twitch, you can go on there as well. But basically, it'll be here and Twitch. So if that's something you're interested in as well, yeah, check that out. I'm always doing something. To be honest, every day I'm doing something, believe it or not. You can check. I mean, like I say, if you join Discord, I mean, let me just check see if anyone's joined Discord, because we had a few new members join the show. But did anyone join Discord? Because I keep mentioning Discord, and then I'll come. It's like people haven't joined it, you know. And I'm like, why are people join this? Let me see. Let me just check my Discord now. See if anyone's joined during the show. You know, I don't think anyone has. So I know that some of you watched this today. I know you're out there. Why? Why don't you join? Why don't you join Discord? If you've not joined it, go join it. Okay? I'm serious now. Come on. I've been saying it throughout the show, yeah? Please join it. Yeah, okay. Well, I expect some people to join that, especially I saw some new subscribers join the show. I hope you will go join that. Right, well, I think that's it for today. Yeah, hopefully the next show we'll get some what is it, donations. It's pretty low tonight. We didn't get to do as many videos. Normally we get to do more videos, but like I said, we have to do donations to get the videos. So if we don't get them, I don't think we can do them. So anyway, well, thank you anyway for watching, everybody, and for those who took part. And I hope to see you again. Hopefully tomorrow. I'm still considering coming on tomorrow. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Okay then. So I'm gonna call it a night, and I hope to see you again soon. So just give you all a chance. Yeah. Okay then. Good night, everybody, and I will see you probably tomorrow. Okay.